like, and subscribe. Now let's be serious here. Who sent General Langley to Africa? And what were the words that came out of his mouth? Now, the United States is sending diplomats and whatever and whoever to Africa, talking about let's be business partners, let's be friends. In the meanwhile, the KKK is running wild. You have sundown cities. You refuse to pay reparations for crying for unimaginable crimes against humanity. Something that you would expect to see in a satanic horror movie. In a satanic horror movie is what you would expect to see being done to people, even eating people. All these things were done in the United States, and the United States refuses to pay reparations. But just weeks ago, after Langley made his remarks, none of which were true, a couple weeks later, Trump expects Burkina Faso to trust him. Do you really believe your false narrative that African Americans and Africans are stupid? We are not stupid. We are more civilized than Eastern European. Civilized people do not enslave and colonize. This is why it is easy for Africans to do business with Russia and China, who neither of which has a history of colonization and the enslavement of African Americans. I mean, when you talk about the enslavement of African Americans and the colonization of Africans and people of color all over the world, you are talking about billions and billions of people mutilated and deleted by Eastern Europeans. Now, don't put Russia in. Russia has nothing to do with any of this. But then refusing to pay reparations, and then talking about we want to be your friends and we're going to treat you fairly. Look at me. Look at me. I'm African. You will find people in Africa that look just like me. Jesus was black. He had hair, white hair like lamb's wool, and texture of the hair of lamb's wool. And he had feet the color of burnt bronze. That's me. That's Africans. But you even deny us our heritage, our ethnicity, but you claim you want to be friends with Africa, with Africans. I'm African American. I am African American. This is a racist society. It has sundown cities. The KKK should have been eradicated decades ago. Systemic racism is a problem in America. The inventions of African Americans you have taken credit for, things that you did not invent, but you created the patents so that you could steal these things. And you are guilty in robbing Africa. And the United States has supported the colonization of Africa. Germany has. England has. The game is over. You owe reparations. And this, I mean, this, the lies is over. The hypocrisy is over. All that's done with. You don't own Africa to tell, and then you're telling Africa, trying to tell Africans what to do. All that stuff's over with. All that's over with. And I'm going to tell you this. Trump is going to pay reparations to African Americans. You are going to pay what you owe before Africa is going to recognize you and do business with you. White imperialism is over with. White imperialism is over with. Africans, we civilized you. We tried to civilize you, but you haven't changed. You come out with a book called Delectable Negroes with recipes for cooking people, black people. And you want us to forget about all of this at the same time while you're still doing the same thing. You're not trying to get rid of any sundown cities. A truck driver was just hung from a tree. Black man. And you want to do business with Africa? And you want Africa to trust you? Rasheem Carter went to the police for help. Kicked him out. Found pieces of his body found all over the place. Not a clue. Nobody knows what happened. Well, as an African American, of course, I'm going to advocate that my people in Africa do not do business until justice has been paid. Now, I'm not talking about hate. I'm talking about justice. Justice. And this, Langley, we all know you are a sellout. Everybody knows that you're a sellout. Because if you were not a sellout, you would be fighting for African Americans in the United States. Burkina Faso is all black people. There is no racism there. Black people against black people. The racism is in the United States. So if you want to protect somebody, General Langley, why aren't you here protecting your people? Black people fought for this country. Black people in the military fought for this country. And then when they came home from war, they were deleted and dissolved in their uniforms. Why aren't you speaking out about that? Langley, you have no business in Africa talking about anything. It's obvious that you're a sellout. And you're going to tell me, are you going to say that racism doesn't exist in America? If you're going to say racism doesn't exist in America, then you might as well say racism doesn't exist in Africa. You know, the time has come. Our ancestors are speaking out from the grave, and things are going to get tougher than what they are now. This is just the beginning. And I suggest to any Caucasians who are Neanderthals, you are not us. Africans are Homo sapiens. Caucasians, you are Neanderthals. Some Neanderthals are more spiritually advanced than other Neanderthals. And Eastern Europeans, Americans, Afrikaners, as far as I'm concerned, and this is my opinion, you are the missing link. Because when you start talking about eating people, torturing people, all this wild sexual perversion, some animals don't even do that. Wild animals don't even do that. When it comes to sexual perversion, wild animals don't even do that. Gots to be the missing link. Got to be. But I'm going to say this. I know my brothers and sisters in Africa. I know they hear me. And I know that this message is going to get to them. Because I have subscribers from Africa. And the reality of the situation is simple. If you and your brother are in a house and a wild beast attacks your brother, then you have to know that you can't trust that beast if he attacks your brother. Then you're next. I mean, that's just common sense. I mean, and for Trump to send Langley over there, you got Langley over there talking crazy, and then you send diplomats over there trying to break the bread of friendship, share the bread of friendship. But you don't even have sense enough to have Langley apologize and bring him back to America. And the least thing you could do is have Langley apologize and bring him back to America. Then send your negotiator over there. I mean, this is insanity. And in my opinion, the attempts didn't work. And that's the only reason why you're trying to negotiate, is because the attempts did not work. And you can't attack Burkina Faso. You can't do Burkina Faso the way you did Libya and the way you did Iraq. Because the Sahel, they got their military together, especially Burkina Faso, and they have Russia, China, and North Korea, and weaponry from Iran backing them up. So you can't defeat them anyway. America, you left Israel. You couldn't take control of the Red Sea because you would have lost those aircraft carriers. You can't touch Russia when it comes to Ukraine. Russia by itself can take out Ukraine and NATO. Now you got Korea bagging him up, and if necessary, China gonna bag him up. And then you have the audacity to tell China you're cheating by giving Russia military assets, while all of NATO and the United States is giving military assets to Ukraine. So you're just asking, you're telling China don't help Russia. That's not playing fair. But in the same token, you talking about going to war against China too. Do you know how this is insanity? This is insanity. Americans need to look in the mirror. And then racist Americans wanting African Americans to march with them because Trump is doing to them what they thought he'd be doing to us. This is not borderline insanity. This is insanity. Like and subscribe.